Hello everybody and welcome. I'm your host Captain Awesomeness, and today on a Friday afternoon I have decided that I'm going to go for a third day in a row to Boss Pro Karting. I have been really enjoying this sliding part of the track. I don't know what it is, but it just keeps bringing me back over to them instead of going to high voltage. I do know that I need to hit back up at high voltage at some point, but I just don't know when I'll do that. And guys, before I continue talking about some of the stuff I really want to mention before arriving at Boss Pro Karting, please do me a favor. Please hit thumbs up, please comment, please subscribe, and please tell everybody about this channel. I am going to talk to you guys about league nights and what my thoughts are overall regarding it. So here's the deal. League nights are fun, mind you. The good part about them, the exciting part about them, I suppose, would be the fact that you never know what their track layout's going to be. At high voltage, they change up the layout one time, and then you just basically go through it 4 times, I think. By that I mean 4 sessions. So it's a pretty interesting way for you to test your ability on how to go around parts of the track that you really don't know how should I put it? You really enjoy not knowing kind of, what the layout will be. I mean, they kind of tell you right before the race starts and all that, but overall it's pretty exciting. And the same thing at Boss, only the difference there is that they sometimes will change the layout within a couple of races. It's just to kind of build excitement and all that stuff. And I get it. I mean, I'm all for it. It's great. But what has me wondering about it is that since these league nights are different than the original layout that everybody uses every day, it doesn't really necessarily make it all that exciting for a person like me. The thing is, when I started this whole thing, I actually went to 2F Karting Club in Lahore, Pakistan, and the gap between this year and before, when I was younger, the amount of time it's been between those in racing has been significant. So what it has led me to do is that I'm kind of like a traditionalist in some ways, as a result of maybe some kind of old school thinking. I don't know. But the thing is that I really want to point out to is that the actual layout of the track is what's important to me, in that is what lap times are based off of, like the fastest lap times of the day. And these league nights don't necessarily really cover that part of it. So it just has me thinking, why should I continue going to league nights, especially when those lap times are not exactly going to count towards the top of the month stuff, because that's really what my motivator always is. And top of the month lap times are based off of what the actual layout is, not what happens on league nights. So with having said all that, I've been wondering whether there is any efficacy for me to continue going to league nights other than meeting all of the real fast guys and gals. That's really it, getting some tips from them on what to do on the original layout that everybody tries to pursue their fastest lap times on. So I've been kind of debating that. It's not about the money at all, obviously, because it's not that expensive. It's not like going out to Mid-Ohio or Nelson Ledges or Pennsylvania or what's that called, Pittsburgh, the track over there, or Virginia National Raceway, many of the other places I've been to. It's not like that at all. Automotive racing is definitely very expensive in comparison to go-karting. But my thing is that, again, I've just been saying that league nights, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not getting out of it what I really thought I would be, which is finding, peak efficiency points in turns over certain apexes, all that, since the layout changes. So at this point, I don't know what I'll do. Over the weekend, I'm going to think a little bit more about it, and then I'll decide as to whether I want to continue going on league nights at high voltage, and even over at Boss, where I've only been one time at this point. So we'll see. And if you guys have any input on what I should do, definitely let me know. I'm gonna try and impress people. And of course, steering wheel, and this thing wants to come off in my hands. session done for the day, or the sessions rather. I gotta tell you guys, whoa, was it a lot of fun. Now, the only thing that I was concerned about while I was out at the track today was that there were a lot of people in today. For a Friday, usually from what I've been told, it's not really that busy at this time, which is about 4 o'clock. It starts to get busy later on when people have gone partying and stuff and they show up drunk at the track or whatever. And I try to actually avoid the track or any place like that when you have rowdy folks showing up. Just something I don't like doing, which is exactly why I actually show up at places like the go-karting track or any other place right when they open up, when I know that there's not going to be much of a crowd. Anyhow, so I did my sessions today. As I mentioned, there were a lot of people there, and on my session there were people as well with me, and they were newbies basically. So having said that, they were definitely getting in the way. The best lap time I could do at the time when I raced with newbies was like a 25 flat. When I did the solo race by myself, the best I did was 24.8, and I was like, man, I got to do something. So in the very last race, I had a little bit of a conversation again with one of the staff folks there, Joseph, and he's pretty cool. I got to tell you, if you go to Boss Pro Karting, he's a guy that you can talk to about how you take lines. I mean, the other guys are great as well, like, you know, Dylan and Colin, and I forget the other guy's name, but he's called something crew on the race board. So all really cool bunch of folks who work for Boss Pro Karting. Anyway, so I talked to him and I told him what I was dealing with, and he kind of gave me some tips about, hey, when you go through the double hairpin with the slick stuff, this is what you need to do, and I did. And I got to tell you, it was really good. At first I was struggling, like I said, with those newbies on the track with me, but in that last session, on the very last lap, I hit the fastest lap time of my own at 24.353. Officially putting me in the top 3 fastest lap times for this month on the new layout. So I am super ecstatic. I am happy. I was shocked as heck, but I found the line that I needed to. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to study what I did in that particular lap and try to repeat it, because I knew something was different that last lap. I just kind of did. And I don't know what it was, but I just knew that I was going around a lot faster than I did in the laps before. And maybe it was also because, you know, the traffic had cleared up for me, so to say, and I was able to go through unabated and hit the start-finish line without any hindrance. So 24.353 is not the end, in my humble opinion. I'm going to try and get even faster if I can. So I'm going to continue doing it, and I hope you guys get some inspiration in coming out to the track and doing just as good as I can, or even better for that matter. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.